Hi, how are you? Welcome over Rochester TV lecture. This lecture is in Yang harmony is living, and in Yang mismatch is dying. So you can see here is the diagrams that I will use based on right before the lecture Koreans. Even this is very complication to be seen new. So we are now is what is that in and yang harmony is living. In and yang mismatch is die. Uh, in the cosmos is consist of yin and yangs. So if a cosmos, if a natural is harmony of yin and yang harmony, then cosmos do not cognitions go go itself the process naturally. But in the places in yang mismatch, in is not position at in's positions, so that abnormals mismatch. Then in the places just cosmos and nature's watchings. What is the problem? That is very serious problem to the yin and yang mismatch of livings. While we are just working or just picnic in the parking or some mountains, and we are just resting in the place, then just the insects and coming up to me then is insects place is supply and eating is out of human beings there naturally. So then they go well by themselves of or just in harmony. But a person's by to get much more easily getting than that is some out over the process of naturally so approaching to the me human beings. The human being can watch this because human beings hard to just the cause of insect. The same as in the cosmos also the feeling that is go itself in an harmony in the human being and all of this in human being the place. Then just God or cosmos or nature do not watch things because go themselves. But you know just God will cause of hard with some yin and yang mismatch do not harmony. So there is I the God's eye or the cosmos eye see what's problem in the places so that if do not living just mismatch livings in and mismatch living then is very dangerous because just the cosmos, God, nature, the tensions. So watching, so embedded to the just cosmos or goddess, then the yin and yang mismatching, in a disharmony, the living of persons or some things, maybe carefully watched by the god. Yes, based on this, I try to talking. Here is I Ching's eight I Ching's. So symbols. The symbol is I can try to talking Korean uh, pronunciations. Kam, kan, jin, son, li. Just here is gon, te, guns. Just here is one like this. This is in, yang is yang. So this two, three is yang. So maybe here is all of just creatures can be explained, but in yang, these symbols. Truly, I Chings developed at China in some old ancients, just this is I Chings, I Chings, I Chings, I Chings, yes. So that here, if I some tip I'm trying to share with, uh, even this is some, we are all now explain me the understand of Korean and the way of, so this is to English explain is somehow mismatch, but please understand it. Um, this is, winter, water. The symbol is calm. This is maybe energy zero, energy zero, energy zero. And gradually going divergence, divergence. Yes, energy, energy, energy increase and go up. Here is Li. This is energy, energy, energy is limitless. Here is calm is energy is zero. So that in this, this 후천 팔개 in the Korean styles, late over eight, eight 팔개, maybe I do not know. Okay, we can just all of natural process is from the winter to spring, winter, winter. Here is the spring. Ha is the summer, and Chu is the autumn. Like this goes circulations. Just such circulations is winter, spring, summer, autumns go round this. So we can know that this is very natural. And the winter season's energy is zero. Goes up to the divergence to the spring is sunshine energy, so getting larger. So it must be just early spring is seedings, and then the so that is getting go to the summer energy is hot. Immediately in that case is seeding of plants of trees will growing up, and all of trees is kind of leaves growing, branches growing. Here is growings, and then summer, and then go down is some we are rice field is here is green, and then after summer and the hot of energies burnt, then is to be the rice is yellow, and then the kind of rigid. That is why rigid is goldish yellow. So that autumn of the harvest season is to be seen is gold. So this is a kind of the symbol of just yin and yang harmony. All of just in situation can be explained by yin and yang, in symbol yang symbols. So and say again, gan, jin, son, 리, gon, 태, 건. This symbol is I can explain that is a kind of a gam is inside is yang, outside is the ins. There is this is a wrong position. The inside I think in inside is ins, outside is yang location. So this must be inside ins. But here is inside the yang, outside the yin. So this is wrong position. Here is inside the yin, outside the yang. Corrections, positions. So the inside is safer by two yangs. The in is by secure by two yangs. But here is this yang is inside two, both in is outside, so insecure. This outside is must be dangerous because all over the in cosmos, all over natural is outside is here maybe this is wrong, good. This is good. This is bad, right? So only good is good. So this is like this. Maybe here is like here is and then outside is matchup. Outside is Yang's place. So this is outside, right? This is outside. This also both each family or yin and Yang's place is fight. So this is good fight. Because both Yang's fight. In this place is outside is in, but other side, other yin and harmony, other teams are like this. Outside is yang, outside yang, inside in. So this outside yang, this wrong position of inside win. Yang to win fight. Who in? Yang in. So this is times. So that we can explain this. In is inside the yang, outside the in this place is wrong. So wrong positions. Wrong positions. In is not located in places. So that this is very low energy. Here's energy is zero, maybe. Energy is zero. But this is, inside is yin, outside is yang. So corrections, locations. So here is energy is limitless. Furthermore, this here is correction is okay. I can explain in another place here, like this. This is corrections. This is corrections. This is corrections. Then is corrections, yang. So this is corrections. This is corrections, maybe yangs. So the yin and yang harmonies, in that case, yang to yangs fight. If a place is yin and yang harmony, then is other family, my family, other family case, yang must be matched up. So good. But if yin and yang harmony, then in the cases others, maybe here, of wrong is like, and then yang to normal yang abnormal win the fight, then win is loss. So will ties. It is very important. So that is husband and wife. Okay, we can try to compare is that husband wife relationship. Wife is in, husband yang. So it's good family means that good family is this case B. It's a good family. Good family. Because inside in is located at well. Outside good. But actually, it just now living is most people's in inside is there is any economic places. So the most ins of people's trying to run out from the family, so trying to just you know is like here is young to wins the matchups. So very dangerous situations. But actually, in this case, is mostly that is by the just laws and then regulations. So in the just this is right, but in this case, in this in and young and wins is matchup places to secure wins. So the many rules, many regulations helped the win to living in outside. Uh, but why this yin and yang harmonies appear up just probably 1,000 years ago, maybe from China or Korea is in these places. But right now, is some people that is today is don't necessarily is yin and yang harmony wrong. This is by feminism. Some actors maybe uh, just arguing, but actually, even time is changed. But truth, or cosmos truth, Heavenly Father truth, it never changed. Still is adopted. Still is act. Yin and yang harmony is strong. The living, knowledges, principles. If you keep her in yin and yang harmony, a living, a woman living is located inside, and the family focused living, or just in over, then is maybe or wind living is secure and the living is safe living in these livings. We are living is so we do not know a person's from birth to dies, but is although has a person living is explained stories coming up, but we are many kind of successful stories, failing stories is coming up from these lives or people's life or scales. But how to living is, as is possible, we don't have to just challenges and the dangerous livings. Dangerous living is yin and yang mismatching, yin and yang do not harmony. But it's safe livings in and yang harmony. In that case, is you know if a person living is in and yang harmony or keep it, then is just heavenly fathers or cosmos or nature health, because that living is go itself. This is natural ways. But a person's abruptly changed, the kind of just in and out harmonies, inside positions out of that is, and then in that case is dangerous. Even many, just rules secure then is still dangerous. Uh, uh, this is I'm trying to out over some these philosophical concepts, but if a person living powers physically, the man is powers, the woman is the better than is physical, but mental or souls, just softwares. So there is statistics. Sound, it's not dynamic. Dynamic is young. It's not dynamic, but silence, and then what is that? Just kind, loving. This is some help for others, whatever. Fighting is fighting shape of physical is young, but harmony go help each other's living is care children's and then birth children's is just ins. So must if a person's two births of children's and bringing up children's, this is wins very strong position of livings. But man's young Yan's strong position of work is in the war and defense of nations, countries, and go to the war fighting. Well, war fighting. So that is the man. Yang's the bringing of children is Yin's. But a person's, and I think that is a kind of job opportunities, equal job opportunities, rights. So equal job opportunities. So this in is to warriors, kind of gunfighters, and the work living then is very dangerous. Most of in's living is bring care children's and birth of children's in inside the home and caring or some in because even right now some the in is outside working then is just design and then selling and clock whatever kind of the in some fitting to job is possible, but in is embedded to the young's job positions like warriors, fighters, then that is wrong. Even not wrongs. I will not say wrongs. I don't want to be fight with some feminisms. This is philosophical waste. Common senses. Most just in is located inside. It's in a strong power of the man is outside. So outside is strong to the normal in an harmony. Then is outside the yang is fighting. Yang is competitions. But outside the yang and in competition is then in is maybe harder. This is pleasure because just even right now is some help the wins to live on his workplaces. Okay, I'm trying to conclusions. Even now, human beings desire educations and all of people's equalities. So all of people trying to make money, get a job. It is real natural, but philosophical I things in yang harmony cases. In its inside, in its positions, Yang's positions working then, that is, just Heavenly Father and cosmos and nature do not care. In position, in living in positions, Yang living Yang position is okay, but is in his work living at Yang positions. Yang living at in position then is this abnormals. In that case, it's that watches cosmos and just Heavenly Father or nature because that is probably problem is occurs. I try to examples some not good example in our living places. Uh, this mismatch maybe the and now is our region is population human population decreasing. Then this woman decreation, man decreations. This just do not birth the same. Man's birth rate is higher to the woman's. So that is man and the woman is not matched. So man is larger than woman's. In the places, woman number is the smallest. Larger than man is largest. So and now it's places men can't hard to get married with women. This is our all living people probably 30 years, probably 40 years, 50 years is first time is wrong. Anyway, so that what happened? The man and woman get marriages, and then woman is inside, man is outside. Woman is in, man is young. But it's the number of woman, number of men is not equality, so that this match is happening. This is very dangerous. Just yin and yang harmony is strong. Yin and yang how the mismatch is go down, not strong. Because it's yin and yang misharmony, mismatch, then is Inside the yang, outside the yin, then is other country, other company, other family, then is outside the yang, inside the yin. Then is what? In the battlefields is abnormals, mismatches in, outside ins, and normal over in a harmony is yangs fighting them in is losers. This is very dangerous. Maybe this is historically, go up, go down, is maybe it's coming up. And now my place is, statistics office is result then is from 1 years to 59 years as woman numbers lower than men's. This is real dangerous. Um, Even we get marriages, we make money. This is same, make money. The both husband and wife all work. So what happens in the family? So both is man and wife is working after all tired, and the sleeps do not inside any communities. In an harmony of inside is in there is in the focus works. So all is the same, and then just the man's position. So now is the winds work at outside, so that is almost in is losing the inside hostess. So in inside the host there is no host. If a host in inside, then there is in an harmony. Inside host is in is harmony rise, because inside harmony is just in its natural location is in inside, so that the place the in is located at in inside, in its host role in inside, then it's real families. But in is just work at outside, and then whole energies all time you store in outside and coming back home inside, but into not responsibilities, into not want to not accept that. Why I work at outside, in is to not work. Both in and yang is maybe yang is naturally yang's supposed to place outside, yin's supposed to place is inside naturally, but yin and yang still work at outside, so that yin refused to the host in the inside. So then what happens? There is no any host in the inside. So yin yang both is guest in inside without host. All is guest. Here is what happens. Personalisms always combine places. Just yin and yang mismatch is happening. So there is no any just inside. Just in positions is disappeared. So that now is what is dangerous. In our living places, divorce ratio is top. Suicide ratio is top. Because inside there is an host. We think that all livings are, just in an harmony, that all of living is woman is work at in outer place and inside work. Both place, but most knows we in most feminism is anger to me about this. The woman in position inside. So in living is based on inside to work outside. But it's just yang is outside is host to the inside guest. This is very important, very important. But my living place is getting decreased in populations, and much more, just all over, just Yang's place is still number of Yangs, brilliant and well young, very good young is not numbers decreased, so just in is occupies it decreasing positions. So that is comparatively the home inside is decreased. Inside no one depends. Therefore, in inside there is an interesting. In inside there is excitement. In inside excitement is inside communities must be quote. In communities, relationship, family relationship communities. Family relationship communities in inside who? Ins. In is located at inside the host role is then is in inside communities sucks livings. But and now is all just in and now both is go out of inside to inside any the host players all go out of outside. So that now we are sufferings. In inside there is any excitement. Outside is working harder than Yang is going inside to the guest. And no one hospitality expectation to the Yangs. Naturally, Yang is must to be energy getting inside and working to so outside the energy usings. But now is what happened. In inside is workplaces because no one trying to the hostess. So that in and yang battlefields, the work at place no one cares. And the same place in and yangs, but simply turning back to the home. Then it's fightings. The natural characteristic man is the outside is all energy you saw. In inside energy is newly energy getting. This is a kind of natural process. But no one criticizes it. We have all the feminisms, we have all of something. So that what happened now, our livings, politicians, presidents, and congressmen do not care. Because why? If this is an anger to whatever, to position at just woman position is located at in the inside, then the protest ballot is not a failure. No cares. So that inside just in the living, in the community, all depunct. This is our seriously, our living is sorrowful. Suicide rates tops, divorce rates tops. This is very dangerous. So here is Lee. Inside is there's the ins, also two yangs. In that case, it's a strong, energy. Lee, 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 right? Lee, Lee. This is yin, outside the yang. This is strong. This is yin and yang harmony. This is naturally. If this living of a woman or a man is living in yin and yang harmony living, then no one cares. God do not cares, and cosmos do not cares. But furthermore, just natural cannot cares. Happy living, excitement living each other's. Home is strong communities. If a young's position is outside working hard, energy all out, and inside is, and traced by inside the hostels, health, good fooders, good sleeping so that in next mornings, properly again. This is a living excitement livings, but now it's not. We are very serious. Why I'm trying to lecture on to you? Inside the in position there is any host of ins. Therefore, inside is no one host, so that husband and wife work at other jobs, coming home, no one cares, all retired. So that in the home, inside, there's any host, but all guest. So fight. Husband expect to be some good, food or some help me, but the wife is angry because I'm tired, you tired, both tired. So we both work, but naturally, yin and yang harmony, yin is inside, yang is outside. So we are that is not simple, very complications, because the outside, the yin is working outside, coming back home. So we are now, must we change? So we must change in the outside yang also, in inside must be changed, host roles. And the inside to help each others. So must how we go. It's inside community strong. To the day in inside host must be necessary. I'm trying to conclusions. We are. I'm trying to only talkings philosophically. Eastern philosophically is in inside. Host role is in. Outside host is yang. If this living is harmony, then all living is there is any problem. Thank you very much.